Hello there guys, and welcome back to our car modeling tutorial. And today in this episode we are going to continue on with our headlight here. And what I'm actually going to do is I'll delete those because I have got them in a separate file, so that's fine. So we're going to continue working on our headlight here. In the last episode we got the honeycomb mesh put together and a portion of the headlights. So what we'll do is we'll continue with this. What we can do with elements of this, which we'll do after, is we'll grab some of these faces and we'll start extracting certain areas of it. We'll continue with the general build of the headlight just now, so let's grab all of those outside edges, and what we're going to do is hit extrude here, and we are going to scale this up to there, and we are going to pull this back over here, maybe something like that, because that's looking pretty good. And then maybe actually it looks like it's probably coming out a little bit too much up there. Let's take it down. Then we're going to hit Control E and we're going to take this back even more, so maybe to about here. And as we do that, we're going to make that larger again, not quite as much, because we do want a fairly pronounced angle here. So again, let's just insert an edge loop just to make sure that that's going to be nice and okay. So that's looking good. Now it looks like what we're going to want to do is we are going to want to grab some of these faces. So I'm going to maybe say, let's see if we can see anything on here. Really. So let's maybe insert an edge loop about here, and I am going to grab all of these faces. Let's also actually let's also drop another edge loop in, maybe about there. So I'm going to grab all of these faces. That should work fine. We're going to also want to grab those ones. Do that. And I am going to say mesh, and let's see, don't know, let's actually duplicate this for now. Yeah, we can actually go for that. Let's extract those portions and delete that bit for now. Let's get that back in. Let's make sure that our pivot is centered here. And I think what we'll want to do is let's scale this up, something like that. Now what's going to happen here is we're going to want to grab these vertices, so maybe grab all of these here. Like so. I think that should be okay. Yeah, that looks like the right amount. So we'll pull these forward. I'm going to keep pulling these forward until they meet what we have there, and then just going to pull them back in if they're popping out the other side, like so. Because we do want this to give us some angle, but we don't want to actually see these through this portion. So it looks like this comes through here. So let's actually match this up. around here. Okay, so pull that all the way along. Let's maybe smooth it off around here a little bit. And then it looks like we also want these ones to be doing the same. But maybe not quite as far. So maybe something like that, because a part of our LED daytime running strip is going to come along here. So let's maybe do something like that. So that looks pretty good. What we will want to do is let's grab all of these here. And we'll want to bring these around the outside here. So something like that. Let's see. So it looks like a portion of the this bit here is going to interfere, so I think at one point we'll want to probably... Oh, we maybe won't actually, because we are going to extrude this in. Let's go around. Let's see if we can grab this. To be something like that too. And then it looks like the edge of this kind of just keeps going. Like so. So do that. Then it looks like a portion of that actually turns dark, so if we drop an edge loop maybe about there, so that's where the chrome will finish and that's where the darkness will start. So I think what we'll do then is let's grab all the edges. I'm going to hit Control E and let's just pull in on the blue. Something like that. Looks good. Let's just make sure that's looking good, which I think it is. What we'll do then is we may be able to, hopefully, let's see. Maybe not quite there. Let's just grab all these edges here. I'm just going to hit Control E. We'll go back here and maybe just going to straighten that off. What we'll do is let's grab the vertices here. We'll just do the same again. Well, over here, let's just quickly merge those together. I don't think we'll have to go any further than that because the rest should be hidden. Which it is, so that's fine. The only thing that's really getting in our way is this portion of our back in there, so let's maybe pull that up. try maybe just hiding that. Bringing this in like so. Okay, that's looking good. So that's not looking too bad. It looks like we'll probably want to think about the LED strip now running down and around. So let's do that by, let's bring in a plane. And what we'll do is let's grab all the corresponding areas with this. Maybe grab this too. And we're going to need those as well. And let's just isolate those up front here. Okay. So let's for now as well. I'm just going to remove all of the different subdivisions on here. Let's do this. So let's put this up top here, like so. Okay, so it looks like this here is the DRL, the actual strip that goes around. This here is a little bit of trim. So I think the easiest thing to do for now, I think, is maybe let's follow just the DRL. And then we'll be able to actually extrude off of that should we need to. Now what I think we'll actually do with this, let's see. So we're going to want to pull that in here. And that in too. Okay. Maybe go something like that. So what we'll do with this is I'm just going to extrude this down and around. So let's bring this down here. Bring it down and around to match. We'll go around the corner. And then off to the edge. Oops, I need to hit Control E again, and we'll go off down here. So do something like that. Okay. So let's bring some edge loops in here, just to think. Might have accidentally duplicated that. I think I must have hit Control D instead of Control E, but that's fine. Let's bring that in, and again let's try now to add some loops just to help curve this off a little bit nicer. Maybe go down here too. go, so that's got a half decent curve to it, which is fine. I'll also drop a few up here, so I'll drop one just there, help it curve out a little bit more. Maybe go one more here. Okay, so that's looking pretty good, and what we'll do with this is let's grab this edge and all of these up here, and we'll hit Control E. I'm going to bring these down, and these are going to come stretch all the way out. So these will come all the way down here like so. And what we're going to do with these is we're going to drop them down just so that they fit just inside our existing portion. Just like so. Because it's not going to be a big issue once smooth around here and we've got the same kind of material going around. You're not really going to see a seam in there once we've got our lighting and shadows in. Let's bring that over a little. It's got something that looks like that. So it looks like we've got more lights again down and inside here. What I'm actually going to do with this as well is bring this over and inside, so that'll merge in there quite nicely. Let's insert some edge loops on this frontal portion as well, just so we've got a nice curve to this to match kind of what's going on underneath. So what we'll do with these edges is let's grab all of those, we'll hit Control E, I'm going to go in with them. And then we'll just maybe grab these ones here. I'm going to hit Control E, and then we'll come down with them. Like so. And then let's get a hold of this bit here. I'm going to snap it down here. Merge those together. And then we're just going to want to bring this one back into play here. Like so. Okay, so that portion there is looking pretty good. What we'll want to do as well is we're going to want to grab this edge. We'll take this up, and we'll take this all the way up here. So at this point we'll probably want this to come high too. So we're going to go just inside here, just inside there. Let's extrude this edge up here. Let's actually, could have really done this all in one, but we'll quickly merge up here. Let's grab this here. Take it all the way up to this corner, like so. We'll maybe bring this one over here. Okay. And then it looks like we'll grab this one, we'll hit Control E on this. We're going to want to bring this down over here, so let's do something like that. We'll hit Control E again, and we'll just have it come and merge around there. So the idea here is that we're going to have very similar materials. So that means that we're not really going to see too much of a discrepancy here, which is good. Okay. And then finally what we're going to do with this is let's grab all of the let's bulk out up here. So let's grab all of these edges. So I should grab these ones first. Hit Control E on these. I'm going to bring these straight across down here. Okay, so we'll bring this in like that. It does look like it cuts off the bottom of there, so that's fine. I want to grab these here, I'll just hit Control E, and we'll maybe come in on the blue. And we'll pull these points down like so. I'm obviously rushing this just a little bit just to make sure that this video is not going to be 3 years long. You guys may want to take a little bit more care as we go through here. So we're just looking here to get all of this gap filled in around this portion of the headlight. Let's take this one up here. So we accidentally extruded that there, which we don't need, so let's take that back. Merge those together. Okay, so I think now it looks like we could grab this, and we probably want that to be probably a bit more down here. Should be fine. Okay, and what we'll probably do, let's insert an edge loop. So we've got an issue up there, so let's just okay. Just make sure that's nice, fairly smooth. And what I'm going to want to do with this is probably bring this up like so, just ever so slightly. It does look like there's a little bit more of this that's cut off. What it looks like we could probably do at this point is let's maybe just grab this face here. No, maybe not. Let's grab the edges all around here. Hit Control E on these. We'll extrude out to the side here. Maybe bring it forward. Like so. And then we'll simply grab these faces here. We'll extract them. So let me grab it again. There we go. Grab those faces and we'll mesh display and reverse the normals again on that so we can bring those forward there. Okay, so all in all I think we're looking pretty good. Let's grab these and pull those in. Like so. Okay, so we're looking pretty good there. Let's grab all of these faces here. All around there, and I'm going to grab our dark material here. It's going to look something like that. This here will also be the darker material, like so. This is going to be kind of like a chrome, make that a little bit lighter. Everything else in here, obviously apart from the glass, so let's just deselect that just now. So we grab all of these. I'm just going to hold Control and Shift at the same time to allow me to select everything here. So we'll grab all these center portions here and we'll extract this because this is actually going to be the glass. So grab all these around here. Don't have any rear faces remaining for this, that's a big deal. So we'll grab all those, we will extract. That will allow us now to add our shiny black to that portion because it does look like gloss rather than anything else. If we go inside here, we want that to be chrome, and then out here we will attach our blend so we can see our bulb and things inside there. So that's looking okay. And what we'll do is we'll grab this here, so do something like that. So we can see now with our glass on top, obviously, we do now need to bulge this somewhat. So in order to do this, we are going to want to link all of these portions together. So let's see, maybe go from there to there. And what we'll do is we'll add all of these in first, the smaller lines, so we can get some definition in here before we add too much. So we can get some curve in here, should I say, before we add too much. Let's maybe go there then. And we'll drop in up here too. So now that we have some geometry here in place, we can start to pull the glass up here, because there has got a little bit of curve to it. Generally does on most vehicles, that there is some definition of some kind, or curve too. the glass and the headlights. That's looking pretty good already. Okay, and then the last thing that we'll want to do with this is we'll want to take this portion and we'll want to take this. We can isolate these, and if we take the smooth off there, what we'll want to do with this is once we've added the points to it, we're going to want this to actually sit on here. So we'll grab all of these vertices. We should have all the vertices more or less here. If not, we can just add one in and then continue to add the geometry for the actual light. So let's bring that here. So that'll be because the glass is going to sit on this actual black portion rather than the line of the body. Okay. Okay, so that one doesn't actually have... oh, it does. Just a bit too blind. There we go. Drop these inside here, here, and here. It's going to roll something like that. Now what we'll want to do is we'll really want to maybe just add in some of the existing points. These can be used here again to just help us curve out the headlights. Glass. Like so. And it's important that when we add in the additional lines, so we had a point here but we don't here, so we don't want to move that one. We want to keep that one roughly where it is. And then down here we don't really want to add much more definition, so I think what we'll do is let's just bring that one up here and bring that one up here. Just close those off a little bit more there. Okay, we can hit 3 on that too, so we can see now that that joins quite nicely all the way around there too, which is good. Okay guys, so I think we'll leave this episode here. We've got the whole of the headlight put in there quite nicely. It's looking pretty decent. I'm going to get that flipped on over to this side, and I think the next episode will be the final episode that will be looking at the actual car body. So I think the next episode we'll look at the brake lines. I think we need to make a little bit of a change just around here inside the body as well, which shouldn't be too big of a deal. After that we'll start the interior. The interior I'll probably put down as a new tutorial series for those who haven't followed this series on and are interested in doing an interior for the car. Other people can jump in at that point as well. So next episode, rear lights, and then after that we'll be on the interior. Cool.